Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Chanel, and for those of you who are returning, thank you for giving me the opportunity to read for you again. This reading is intended for the sign of Capricorn. We're taking a look at your love life from now until the end of September. So Capricorn, I shuffled your deck, I've pulled your cards, and you're starting off your reading in the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Your person coming in as the Hierophant in the reverse. And what's being created here is the Hermit reversed. So it looks like you have decided to put your attention somewhere else in regards to this connection. I feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with is showing you that they're not relationship material. Perhaps they don't want the same thing that you want. For some of you, this is like you're casually dating and you're interested in someone, but then you found out the real reason why their last relationship didn't work. And you view that person as a liability, like, oh, you're a cheater. Good to know, right? There's something that it feels like the person you're interested in has shown you that is really causing you to like stop the presses. You know, I feel like there was interest, you were working towards something, and now the pace that you were moving at has completely changed. It's almost like you've just deemed this person as not being someone that you could give your heart to or that you could build with. And you're back to focusing on yourself, right? It's kind of like whatever you saw in this person, for some reason, you're taking that as evidence that you need to stay single or that you're not ready to get out there and date. I feel like this person could have sold you kind of a dream or misrepresented who they were. There is an energy of this person coming across as being like really strong, really solid, knowing what they want. And then all of a sudden that shifts very quickly because it's almost like maybe you find something out about them, or they say something or do something that seems off for the way that they've been representing themselves, right? Like it could be like if somebody is saying that they're so progressive and then they say something that sounds like really misogynistic, right? Or there's something about the way that they move that is not in alignment with like what they're saying their ethics are, their morals are, you know. For some of you, you feel like this person is not legit. Like there's something about them that doesn't feel right. And even if you're not getting the information where you can like put your finger on it, you're picking up on inconsistencies that are making you like take a step back. So let's take a look at you. Oh, wow. Okay. So this was somebody that you actually could have seen like a future with. As far as them though, this person, it's weird. It's like they say one thing and they do another, and it changes by the day. For some of you, this is somebody that you've been getting to know or spending time with, and you see that they act different depending on where they are or who they're around. And I think that that's a huge turnoff for you because you're looking at it like, who are you, right? Like you say one thing when you're with these people, you say one thing when you're over here. I don't feel like I can invest in somebody that I don't know everything about, right? This, for some reason, there's something about this person that makes you feel like you would be repeating a cycle or signing up to be with a partner that looks very similar to someone you've seen in the past. It's almost like they're doing something that is like a red flag that you've already witnessed from someone else. And when you were in the previous relationship with someone else, you kind of dismissed that red flag and tried to give that person the benefit of the doubt, but then it blew up in your face. So now that you're with someone new and you're seeing like, okay, I've seen this before, or when they're talking about maybe their family, and you're noticing like, okay, this person seems to have some really unresolved trauma, or, you know, it's something that you've already witnessed, but in a previous relationship, and you've learned your lesson. As far as you're concerned, like, you know what happens if you continue down that path. It feels like it's kind of filled with regret, or you invest like a lot of time and energy into something that you were already seeing may not go the distance, may not work for you. As far as what's being created, it seems like you've taken a step back, or you will be taking a step back. And I feel like this person could be trying to pursue you to figure out what the problem is. I feel like you might not be transparent with them about exactly what is going on or what you're seeing, because you don't really see the point, is what this looks like. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn and they suddenly like ghost, or they get like kind of distant, it's because there's something that they saw you do or say that they found to be like triggering or a red flag. But for whatever reason, it feels like for you, Capricorn, you're not even willing to have the discussion about what it is. You just want to be done, right? Because it's like, okay, this is a deal breaker for me. The person that you're dealing with, though, I see them trying to be in your space, trying to figure out what happened. But as far as the future goes, you're still hiding your feelings. You're still not communicating about what it is that upset you so much, because you don't want this person to sway your decision. It's like you're not even giving them the opportunity to try to weigh in on what happened or explain what happened, because you already deem this as something that you see as not being worth your time, right? As far as your person, though, I think that they're really confused moving forward. It seems like they're not really going anywhere. They're very focused on what the two of you had been building. They're trying to figure out why it feels like you've taken such a big step back, or you're not contacting them anymore. And they're still viewing you as somebody that they want to be with, that they want to be in a relationship with. As far as your future for what's being created, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Tower. So I feel like it's very possible that this person, either they figure out what they did that's turned you off so much, and then they speak on it and bring it to you. And that's when you just tell them, like, yeah, when you said that, that just showed me everything I need to know, and I'm done. Or they ask you about it, like, hey, could we talk? I'm not understanding what the problem is. And then you kind of unload on this person in a way that they start to see that there isn't going to be a future with you, right? Because this person, it feels like they will continue thinking that things are fine, or waiting for you to text back, or continuing to text you and not seeing that you really are just done with this based on whatever it is you saw. It's almost like you don't even want an explanation because you trust your own judgment, or you've seen this before. Let's see, a Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that you might end up getting really mad, because if this person tries to like confront you about what the problem is, they could seem like they're backpedaling if you call them out, or they could seem wishy-washy, or they could try to even tell you like, oh, you didn't get the joke, or you didn't see what I was saying, or because of your trauma or your situation that you experienced, you just think everybody's the same. Like, this person, I think, is going to do something in the future, if you try to have a discussion about this, where it actually makes you really angry, and you see this person as even more of like kind of a bum than you do over here. It's like, okay, and you're not accountable, and you lie about it, and you try to make it seem like I'm the one with the problem. Wow, good to know, right? So I feel like this person, they kind of screwed themselves with whatever this was that they did that you saw. And then when they keep trying to pursue you and finally get around to explaining or asking, when you call them out or you say like, yeah, that was a problem for me, they actually flip the switch into this kind of manipulative energy where they're gaslighting you into trying to feel like you were the problem. And thankfully, because you've already seen how this goes, maybe you had a parent that behaved this way or a previous partner, you're not with it. Like, you will completely cut this person out. It feels like you're already in the process of doing that, but you're going to feel like you made the right decision based on how this person reacts. And I think that they will try to smooth it over after they see that you mean business. But I don't think that it's going to be enough, because your decision will have already been made about this person. Now, your advice is temperance in the reverse. So for some of you, this person acts like crazy if they're drinking. They might be like, "Why? I was on a different medication than usual," or I was not, where I needed to be. I don't know. Like there's something about this person, like I was saying over here, where it seems like they either do one thing and then say another, or they act different depending on where they are. See it for what it is, because it's the tip of the iceberg with whoever this is. Like your intuition is actually spot on. And this person isn't going to like that you're calling them out, right? They'll probably pull out all these different tricks, whether it's like, gaslighting or love bombing or seeming like they're being manipulative or projecting. Like there's a lot that will come of you like calling this person out, just so you know. What you are seeing is just a very little bit of what this person is or what they're capable of. So you're actually being advised not to try to work things out, not to forgive, not to wait around to see if this is a repeating pattern or a recurring behavior. It's like you're being shown what you need to see here. And again, the Hierophant in the reverse, you're seeing this person, whatever it is you picked up on, that really is their true character. And so you're being advised to stay the course with what you've decided for yourself, right? Because I see that this person very possibly could have a way about them where they can coerce you or sway your decision. But what I'm seeing is that it doesn't seem like this is going to get better. If anything, once they get you back after they behave the way that they did, it's just going to reinforce the behavior and let them know kind of what they need to do to coerce you back into their life when they know that they've screwed up. Okay. Let me get you a love oracle message. What do we have for Capricorn, please? Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So, you got this Hierophant reverse, Lovers, the Star in the reverse. This literally is like, if you don't end up reconciling with this person, it looks like the next person you meet will be a soulmate. So you can keep doing this over and over. But if you were to exit this, it literally looks like the next person that you encounter is somebody that you would be spending a lot of time with in the future. And sometimes that happens like right before we're about to get a blessing, we'll get a test of like, you know what you want, but are you willing to stay for something you don't want? Are you willing to ignore your intuition and settle for, something that you don't particularly want to be a part of? And once you pass that test and you're like, no, that's not enough, that's when that reward comes in, right? You got criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So I think you're being very wise when you're kind of in this energy over here of being like, I don't even see the point of talking about this, like, because it is just going to keep the conflict going. It's going to have this person show you sides of themselves that are not in alignment with what you want. Perhaps just wish this person well energetically and release them to be able to find what is in alignment with them. Let's pull another oracle card for you. Give me one more. Oh, we got two more. All right. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. And finally, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. All right, Capricorn, this has been your September love message. I will speak to all of you again soon, but in the meantime, take very good care of yourselves. Bye.